Hey everyone, happy Leap Day. I am actually here at the shop by myself for the moment, so I thought I would take a quick second and just do a video kind of telling you a little bit more about the Gold+Gray story and how this got started and my heart behind it and where I hope it goes. I'm trained actually to be a counselor. I went to school to do that, and I loved doing that for several years. A couple years ago, I actually chose to step away from that, really what I felt like was a calling in my life, to start this business. And so I decided to open Gold+Gray, which is a women's boutique, and become an entrepreneur. I went through an experience in my life where I lost my husband, and that was life-changing for me, obviously. And I just learned through that experience that life is short and I don't want to waste a moment. And so when I started to have the seed of a dream planted in my heart to kind of be my own boss, to create a company that had a vision for a better life, not only for me and my family, but also for women. I just decided, after some planning and after a lot of prayer and that sort of thing, to go for it. Now, yeah, so I've always loved fashion. I've always been drawn to kind of a different, probably, style and vibe than what I felt like was available in my town. So I just decided to start my own thing and to bring in styles that I loved. That's been a journey, just learning where to find them and how to get them in my store, So that's just kind of like one aspect of why I started this business. And the other one was that, in my job as a counselor, I worked with girls a lot and started to make this connection between what girls needed, or what I saw that they were needing in their lives to be fully happy and healthy and confident, and the fashion industry. And I just saw like a breakdown, because I knew like what the girls were seeing most of the time wasn't real. It left me frustrated because I feel like this industry has a very loud voice to impact women in a positive way. And I started to see some women doing that. So I thought, if I ever start a business, I want it to be something like that. I want it to be a business that has purpose and meaning. And I was inspired by people that I saw doing that. So as I kind of worked towards finalizing really the second year of having an actual storefront, I think my goals have changed. I want to be a company that represents a bigger vision than selling clothes. I love fashion and I have so much fun with this, and I think that I am bringing something to my community that doesn't exist, and I love that. I think diversity is like everything. I think all of us who are shop owners here at the Lake of the Ozarks and in this area each bring our own vibe to this town, and that's the way it should be. So I love that part of my business. The other part I think is changing. As a counselor, or I taught a message of, just supporting one another and having each other's backs, and not being so critical and hard on each other as women. And I still believe that, but I think being in business is totally different than being in mental health. And I've seen a different side of things, I guess. And I'm growing through that, and I just want to embrace my journey, and I'm okay with figuring it out on the way. So I just know that for my store, for Gold+Gray, for my business, I want to do things different. I've always said, as women, we can be each other's biggest advocates or worst enemies. And I think in the business world, I have seen that. Like, I've seen girls be each other's worst enemies, and I don't like it at all. It goes against everything I believe in. But I have had to understand that not everybody has that desire or that, you know, vision for themselves or their own lives or whatever. And I've also had to understand that sometimes it's, you know, business. Like, that's what it's about. You know, at the end of the day, if your business is about making money, and which whose business isn't? I mean, come on, everybody's in business to make money. But if that's like your main goal is to make money, then I think that's going to guide your business in that direction. But if your main goal is to make a difference, if your main goal is to make an impact, if your main goal is to lift others as you rise, then I think your business is going to operate differently. Your values are going to be different. You're going to treat people, coworkers, competition. You're going to handle all of that differently. And so that's what I'm clarifying for myself. Like, how to be in business, how to be competitive, how to be a business that makes money, but also to value people over profit, you know? That's what I'm clarifying. That's what I'm working on. Just really, it's been a hard journey, to be honest. It's been hard on my heart, and it's been, you know, scary at times, but I'm still overall like incredibly excited to see where this goes and what it becomes, and to keep, you know, kind of figuring out what Gold+Gray stands for, what I don't stand for, and where I'm going with it. So thanks for listening to this rambling video all about Gold+Gray.